think. Oh, it's not giving me a comment. There it is. Let's see here. I can add that. Okay, hi friends. Hello friends. I am at my daughter's house in Arizona, and she lives in beautiful Scottsdale. The sun is wanting to come out. It's a little unusually cloudy here this morning. She lives on a golf course. We've seen some golfers go by, and it's really fun. We took a long walk yesterday. We went to eat at a really cool Mexican place, and we've just been enjoying our time visiting with her, and we're happy we arrived safely and all that good stuff. So anyway, hello friends, come on in. Now the sun's kind of shining in my eyes. I'm not sure I can read your comments very well. I do have some glasses here. And yes, and I shared a link for you so that you should be able to print what I'm going to show you here. So I want to thank Diana with the Dreams Factory for this idea, and my friend Beth for sharing it with me. She got some old French looking labels from the Graphics Fairy. So you can type in Graphics Fairy and look for vintage labels, or you can check in the comments. I did the best I could here. I think I copied her link for you guys to be able to print these on your printer. Now, she said you have to use an inkjet printer, but I printed them on my laser and I didn't have any trouble. But I didn't follow her directions completely. She lets them soak. She cuts them out. She lets them soak for 10 minutes. I think she said 10 minutes. And then takes them out, lets them dry. Like, she does this whole big thing. And I'm going to show you how I did it. And I did it like really fast, and I didn't have any problems whatsoever. So let me see here if I can line them up. I'm using cardstock. Cardstock did the best, but I'm going to show you both. The regular paper kind of wrinkled up a little bit, but I think when you Mod Podge it to whatever project, you know, like a galvanized pot or vase, or I mean, anything you can Mod Podge to, you can Mod Podge these. I'm seeing if I can cut two at the same time. Kind of hard to see through thicker paper. You know the difference. Cardstock is just a thick paper. You can get it at any craft store, or like a Staples or something like that. You just grab some cardstock, and then I'm just trimming. I'll show you here real quick. Hang on a minute. I trimmed that one a little bit close. I'm trying to trim on the outside of the black edge of the label. And this isn't necessarily a Christmas project. However, there's no reason that you couldn't find some Christmas tags and do the same thing. Maybe you already have some white tags and you wish they looked a little more vintage. Just any paper should work. Just try one. Don't plunge the whole packet in there, just in case, you know, the paper that you have disintegrates or something like that. I'd hate to see that happen and then you guys call me and be all, you know, mad at me. So let me see here. If I have a little travel tripod, and so I can't get you down too much or it wants to fall over. But so I cut my labels, and can you see there? Yeah, they're rough. That's a little pointy right there. Let me just round that off a little bit. There we go. But these are just cardstock. I put a link in the comments. So what that means is if you scroll up or down, you should be able to scroll down, and it should be towards the top, but I'm not sure. But look for a comment from Tammy Loves Vintage that has a link, and you should be able, if it worked, I don't know yet until I'm off and can see, but you should be able to print directly from that. And what you'll need a cup of coffee. You need a little cup of coffee, and you're gonna pour. So I did a cookie sheet at home. Summer was in the shower, so I couldn't find her cookie sheets. So I'm just using her platter here. So then you just put your paper directly into the coffee. Okay, and flip it over. Now, the longer you leave it set, the more it will absorb and, stain your paper. So, oops, here is, oh, this is another, that's another what is it? Cardstock. And so I wish you guys could see really well what I'm doing. I'm afraid my tripod thing that I brought will tip over. So this one here is just regular paper. So we're going to plunge that in, and I'm going to show you how it's going to curl a little bit differently. I mean, it even feels, it kind of wrinkles up a little bit. Let me see here. You can see. So it's wrinkling, but not bad. It's just a little bit wavier than these, and I'm just letting them set long enough to take the color in. I did a couple at home, and I'm going to show them to you. So let me get a little bit more coffee here. Hi, Cooper. Are you on? There's Cooper. He's a handsome bug, aren't you? Aren't you? Yeah, he's a handsome, and he's a lover. He likes to lean on you and give you lovins, so I love that. Okay, so here we go. So you guys can see all the longer I'm letting them soak here. I don't know that I'll finish all of these out with you, but you get the idea. These are what I had cut out. So let's go. So these are soaking in coffee right now, and I can show you that the ink isn't running or anything. So the Dreams Factory gal said she didn't recommend using regular printer paper, but I'm not having any trouble with it. I thought I'd give it a whirl because I've done stained paper before, like old book pages. You guys can totally do this very same thing with the book pages, and it'll do exactly like this. So I'm gonna leave them just sit for just a little bit. Hey, Summer. Get a paper towel. I forgot to get a towel. Okay, so then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take cinnamon, but if you use just cinnamon, it will flake off. It won't grab. So we added a little bit of sugar to the cinnamon. I did this at home, and I packed myself a little bag of hey, can you get me a paper towel or two, or wet something? I'm getting coffee. What? I don't care. That's fine. Maybe wet me this much. Not dripping, just, you know, getting it on your table from the cup, right toward the cup. Okay, thanks, honey. Okay, so we're getting ready to go ride bikes, and I'm gonna get an electric bike. I'm so excited. So I can like pedal when I want to, but I can also like sit back and cruise if I. So when I come on the next time, hopefully I won't have like a broken nose or scuffed up elbows or anything from, you know, being a wild woman and going too fast or whatever. Hopefully not. So, let's see. I think I might have used, do you have a little spoon? I'm talking about unprepared. I have a brush, but I don't think I used the brush at home. I think, thank you. Okay, that's all I should need. All right, so now I'm going to set my scissors aside here. Okay, guys, so let's take our labels out of the coffee. And so it's real, oh, I just ripped that one. It's real flimsy, okay? So like the cardstock becomes, look, that's your, that's what happens. The cardstock becomes real flimsy. Okay, and we take it out, and I'm going to lay them on a paper towel here to dry. Okay, I know you guys are sending comments. I'll probably read them when we get back from our bike ride. I think there's like 17 comments already that I need to answer. Oh, you guys, can anybody do me like a huge favor? When this is over, if you remember, could you go like my page? Just hit the like button. I tell you why, I got up this morning and I looked, and I have like 26,000 or 16, no, I have maybe 16,000, but it's 666. I don't like that. That creeps me out. So just one of you, somebody go hit the like, so that, and I know that sounds like a gee, I wish you would like it. I wish you would all like my page, because that just makes it better. I have a lot more followers than I have page likes. I try to invite everyone to like my page because it helps me a lot with, you know, showing your size and strength, but just one of you, just to break that 666 thing going. It's kind of creepy. So, okay, I have cinnamon and sugar. You're gonna ask me how much, and I really don't know. I have one of those Pampered Chef, shakers where you put the cinnamon and sugar, and I just dumped some of that in. But what happens is the water the water in the coffee breaks down the sugar, makes it tacky, and that's what makes the cinnamon stick, if that makes sense. There's lots of ways. I'm sure you guys are going to be sending me all sorts of notices. You could probably put a little bit of Mod Podge wherever you wanted it, stick straight up sugar to it. I'm just using all natural. If you guys swipe the words, I think you swipe them well, for me, I swipe it to the right. So yeah, you would swipe it to the right, whichever way the right is for you. And you'll be able to get the words out of the way so you can see my project better. But then I'm literally just sprinkling cinnamon wherever I think I might want it. I'm trying to just do the edges. That first one there, I went a little crazy. I'm a little shaky. I don't know why I always get nervous when I do these things. Those girls you guys that get my texts, go get a pencil and paper. I'll give you my number. I always ask them to say a little prayer for me before I go like in a big group, because I'm always so nervous, and yeah, I can feel myself shaking. How many videos have I done? Hundreds and hundreds. I don't know why I'm so shaky, but I always get nervous. Until you all make a live, you just won't understand. Until you do it yourself, and then you'll be like, oh, I get it. So okay, so that's all I did. So let me show you in case you guys can't see what you can see here. So I just sprinkled some cinnamon and sugar on my labels. I only add the sugar for the little bit of sticky to make them really adhere, and then I'm going to press it in. I'm going to press it in here, and what I'm trying to do is make rusty looking labels. I want them to look rusty. Okay, and I did get this idea from the Dreams Factory. The gal's name is Diana. She wrote a really nice blog about this, and my friend Beth sent it to me for an idea. So that's where I got it. Okay, so these are the ones that I've already done, and this is how they turned out. So I didn't leave them sit in the coffee very long, but see how rusty they look? Like they look really rusty. Now, can I rub some of the cinnamon off? Yeah, a little bit, not bad. But I think what's gonna happen, and they are a little wiggly, but when you get your Mod Podge on the back and you adhere it to whatever you're gonna adhere, you won't put it on, but look how cute that would be. Like if you're not gonna wash this, you could totally Mod Podge over it and then put a plant in it or make a little arrangement out of it. How cute. You could put them on anything that you can Mod Podge. You just use your Mod Podge according to whatever you are adhering to, like glass, you use the glass kind, or if you want it shimmery, you can use the shimmer kind. But anyway, these are rusted labels. So now I'm going to just shake the cinnamon off. And I found, like one of them that I did, I had way more, I had it where I didn't really want it to be. And so I'll see if I can show you here. I'll get a little spoon of coffee, and can you see me? And then I literally just went like that and kind of washed it, and see, it just moved right off. So I gave that a whirl and it worked great. So you can do more or less cinnamon, but that's what you're gonna get. And then you're just gonna leave them lay to dry out. And then one thing that Diana did was, after they were all done, like these I didn't soak super long, so they're a little bit white still, but let me show you the white. Let me show you the difference. So see the difference? They definitely aged out. Maybe you can see on the back better. Hang on. I'll pick this one up. Can you see? And when they dry, they'll dry a little bit darker. Whoops, that was a fresh one. So anyway, the coffee definitely stains the paper and gives it that aged look. And then I'm just knocking off some of the cinnamon that gives it that rusty look. Okay. And then you are going to have some fresh rusted labels that you can do your decor with. And again, you can do Christmas papers. You can do full sheets of paper. I've done this, not the cinnamon part, but I've done the coffee staining with book pages before. It works great. So you guys use this technique in whatever project or different ways you are, whatever you're creating. Let me get a little bit more coffee here. I'm gonna rinse. So if you can see, this one's just a little, see that is almost too much. So I'm gonna put some coffee on here and wash it back. And look how much better. See? So you can kind of push it around how you want it, but when it dries, the sugar will make the cinnamon stick. And then like I said, so this one here is a little bit on the sides more than I want. So I'm going to dip into the coffee. I'm going to wash it off. Just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. And then let's say you do too much. You can always turn around and add more. You can add more. Even when you're doing the Mod Podge stuff, I bet you could add a little bit more. Okay, and they do have a little bit of a cinnamon feel to them. And your house will smell delicious. It will smell like cinnamon. Okay, so these two are the ones that are dry. This is the paper one. This is the cardstock. I don't know if you can tell. The cardstock, this one is a little bit flatter. The paper is a little bit more wavy, but they really work fine either way. So you don't even really have to go out and buy. Like I said, that Diana, she took it a little bit farther than I did, like a good bit. She did a little bit more than what I did. Oops, this one has a little bit too, I don't know, it's kind of cool. I'm going to leave it. But it's really fun. It's a fun way to age your paper. And I love using these labels, and I think they're going to make great little projects. When I get home, I'll do a project with you guys. I have a fun idea for a project when I get home. I didn't bring it with me. I didn't even think about it. So we'll just do this part for now. And if you guys make up some labels, then we'll Mod Podge to a couple things when I get home and show you. But if you want to use a Christmas paper, go right ahead. Anything you find, go look at the Graphics Fairy. Some of the things you have to buy and print, but some of the things are free. There are a lot of graphics companies, but I always tend to go to the Graphics Fairy just because I know how to navigate her, information and stuff. So I'm afraid to, my tripod is literally plastic telescoped up. I'm afraid to touch. So I'll look at comments when we get back from our bike ride. And if you have any questions, post them here or private message me. And I told you to get a pen and paper so you could write down my phone number so you guys can text me, or I can give you alerts when I'm going live. Or if you have any questions, you can text me just like my best friend does. So it's 740-273-6693. I have enjoyed texting with you guys. You guys send me pictures of your finished products. You send me questions. And it's so much easier than looking through all of these comments for me, because a lot of times oh, there's Pepper. Hi, Pepper Pie. He wants to be on. That's Pepper. Oh, you're perfect, honey. What a great backdrop. I have her pretty pictures, and then I have Pepper. How cute. So, okay, we're getting ready. I think we're going to go walk the dogs now, and our reservation is for 1 o'clock. Yeah, it's only 10 o'clock here. It's so weird. So, yeah, we're going to take the dogs for a walk now, and then we're going to ride bikes around 1 o'clock. So, yes, pray for me, please. Then you'll know how I did when you see me the next time. So anyway, I'm just going to leave them lay here on the plate to dry, just like that. Maybe I'll take them off and put them on a piece of paper towels away from the dogs. So anyway, you guys, thanks for watching. And I appreciate you. I'm in Arizona. I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona with my daughter. I was hoping to hook up with Debbie Riggs with Studio MDAZ, but she is going to Florida. She's flying. I think she said she's leaving today. When she was doing her sale, she was doing like a live auction, and she's like, come over, come over. I knew it would be hectic. She had like 4 helpers plus herself. And we had just landed and we were starving, and because let's see, we got to the airport like at 7:30, and our time, what time did we get here? Our time, it's like 7:30, like, and we had crackers on the plane. I packed stuff, but it was so tight. I was in the unfortunate middle seat, so I didn't want to reach down and get anything. So I just watched movies all the way on my iPad. I was lucky that I was smart enough to, there goes one bike, I was smart enough to download some movies on my iPad, so that was great. Anyway, you guys, have a great day. Looks like we're getting ready to roll. I think we're gonna take a walk. Are we riding bikes first? Oh, she's probably just getting it out.
I don't think it's enough.
I think we're going at 1 o'clock. So anyway, I'll see you guys. I'm so glad I got to come live while I was here, and I'm disappointed that I didn't get to meet Debbie. I don't know when she gets back, but maybe we can still, I don't know how, I figure she'll get back on Sunday night when we're packing up to leave. But anyway, guys, have a great day. Thanks for watching me. I'll see you later, and you can text me 740-273-6693. I would love that. Bye-bye.